Hey there, it's Kathy Howes with Be Creative with Kathy, and in this video I'm going to show you how I put together my Crazy Card Chics November kit to go. So it looks like this. It's a really simple card, but it's got a little bit of wow with that glimmer on there. Look how cute that is. You, of course, get your instructions. We don't need those because I'm going to show you what to do. Everything in our envelope here, make sure it's all out and set my envelope um, aside. Unless you want to stamp on it, now would be the time. But I'm going to take first my card base here, and of course fold on that score line. So it's 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4, just your basic card base. We have two pieces of basic white. One is the inside and one is the front, but they're the same size. I'm going to take my designer series paper here, and now I want this side up. So I'm going to put some adhesive, just using my tape runner, on the back here. And I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going the same way as my instructions, but I don't know. I put a card together different every time, so I might put it together different than my instructions say. I'm going to try to get that straight on there. And then if I happen to make an error or didn't cut it perfect, you could trim it off at the sides if you need to. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the front of my card base. Like that. And then this little black die cut piece with the stitching here, I'm going to just set some adhesive on the back of that and put that a little bit below center to the left, because then that leaves room up here for my hat. Okay, so before I go on, I did give you a tag here that I created, or yep, I created on my Cricut, although I sent you an extra one that you can stamp on, and I'm going to stamp today on that extra tag, and I'm going to stamp on that inside piece to finish my card. I'm going to use real red cardstock because that's the same color as the card base here. Whoop, I just flew my, and I'm going to use stamps for my paper pumpkin. My paper pumpkin arrived yesterday, and the stamps in this paper pumpkin kit, the Warm Wishes from 2023, will work perfect. So if you have a paper pumpkin or whatever stamp set works for you, you can stamp your own. Now I'm going to stamp it again in that bottom left corner. I can't do two things at once, so I have room for his hat above, and that just says "'Tis the season." And then on the inside, I'm going to stamp. Hang on, I can't do two things at once. Let me this, and then that "Warm wishes from our home to yours." That'd be perfect for Gemini to mail out. Nice stamp set. I love the font on this paper pumpkin. This one and even last month's. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on the inside of our card. And we'll finish up our card, and that's it. Just that simple. So while I'm finishing up, well, I can't do two things at once. I'll tell you in a second. To put the brim of his hat, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue. Ooh, and I should have gotten, oh, here's one. Let's see if this one works good. Yeah, I was worried. I don't think my, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to just put a little bit of tape on there. My liquid glues are, they need to be prepped. They need a new one. But I'm going to just set that. That works out just fine like that. And then a little bit up here on his point of his hat. And let's put that other one. Yeah, we don't need any liquid glue. Looky there. And then I am going to put dimensionals on the back of the hat and on the back. But before, let me get that, pop that little center out of his hat here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put dimensionals. Now this is optional. If you want to mail your cards flat, then you don't put the dimensionals on there. They'd look cute both ways. I'm going to avoid the bottom of his hat because that's where it's going to touch the tag, and I don't want to get in that way. So this one here, I'm going to, again, in that bottom left corner, I'm going to leave a good border on either side and just set it there. And then the little hat, take those backs off. And while I do this, I just want to let you know this is my last card with Crazy Card Chics. I appreciate all the time that we've had together, but I won't be carrying through for 2024. So I hope you'll still support me here on YouTube. I'll still be doing videos for my classes and clubs. I'm going to poke this. I should have done this before and I wasn't thinking. So do what I say and not what I do when you're putting together your card. But we're going to tie this little string, there we go, around to make it look like a tab. I love little moving parts on your card. I just think it's adorable. And the string should be long enough so once you get it through your tag, you should be able to just tie a simple knot up here at the top. And it's probably easier, like I said, if you do it before you don't put it onto your card. And honestly, now that I think about it, this is a part of it that I left off of the instructions. Whoops, sorry about that. But as I was saying before, this is my last time with Crazy Card Chics. I've decided not to carry forward into 2024. So I want to thank you for all the many years that we have done cards together and that you've been a part of Crazy Card Chics. I really wish we could have got back in person so I could see your, your beautiful faces. But I want you to know that I appreciate you. I hope that you'll still come visit me here on my blog or on my YouTube channel. I'll still be doing my classes and clubs and stuff like that. So take care and happy Thanksgiving, happy Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Take care. Bye bye.